we already expect that the person subconsciously wants to smoke. Otherwise, they wouldn't need your help. They would just quit, right? Like you would just quit smoking completely if you were truly congruent, right? But the subconscious still, for some reason, believes there are benefits that outweigh the drawbacks of quitting smoking. But the truth is, in reality, you're an intelligent woman, right? So you know that there are plenty of benefits, and in the long run, wouldn't it be great if you didn't actually feel like you needed to smoke? Because you know you don't need to.
Right.
You totally can function perfectly without it, right?
Right.
So because you can function perfectly without it, it's simply a matter of helping yourself realize that it's not necessary.
Correct.
Right. So once you realize it's not necessary, then it's actually easy to quit. But it's the I don't know if you would call it delusion or the illusion of thinking that you need it when you really don't need it. That's what keeps people trapped. Would you agree?
Yes.
And that's it. So the point is we want to just sort of stop that and make it clear. So here's the point. There are disadvantages then to smoking.
Yes.
What are a few of them?
I overeat.
Okay. The munchies.
The munchies.
Uh-huh.
I get munchies. I feel sluggish.
Where do you deposit fat on your body when you eat too much?
In my stomach.
You get like a little...
Yeah, I have it. And then I get cellulite, and I don't like it because I'm a personal trainer.
A little dimpled fat on your thighs, kind of, especially as you get older, right?
Yes.
Okay, so your ass gets
Sluggish
fat,
the
your
next
stomach
day.
gets fat. What else?
I feel sluggish the next day.
Okay.
I feel a little bit like disappointed on myself. There's a little bit of shame and guilt because it's like, ugh, I did it again.
Because you know you're capable of doing something better, but yet you're just like, smoking weed.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like you act like a loser, but you know you're not, and yet you still act like it.
Exactly.
And you feel like you need to do it. I need to just be like some like stoner, but I know I'm capable of more, but then, right? Then you're upset because your kids leave stuff all over the floor and you're just like smoked up, right? Isn't that funny how that works? Anyway, all right, so here's the thing. You're aware that, so you said your ass gets fat, you get fat in your belly, you become like the next day, you have like, the cellulite is really bad, and then you just feel like...
And I don't lose the weight. I've been trying to lose weight for 3 years, and I haven't been.
Okay, that's a lot more work to compensate for that, right? All right, so what benefits do you feel that you actually get from smoking? Because there has to be some benefits.
Yes. So I have this belief that I've become brilliant.
Okay.
And then food tastes really good, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And music sounds amazing.
Yes.
And sex is awesome.
Okay. Okay. So very often when we're eating like kind of food and listening to kind of music and we're with kind of guy, then we need a lot of weed, right, for it to actually be enjoyable. So you could continue to smoke weed or you could upgrade those things in your life. It's your choice. Only you can decide to do it. Now, what we're going to do first is to actually acknowledge that there's some benefit. But before you do that, you know how you probably say, well, on one hand, I know I should quit smoking, but on the other hand, like, I like it, sort of. Okay, so if you had to pick one of your hands, Claudia, to represent that old, outdated, tired behavior of smoking, which hand would it be?
It would be my left.
Okay, so I'd like you to put your left hand out and focus your attention on this hand. Maybe turn it a little bit like this, okay? Focusing your attention right here. And as you're staring there at your hand, I want you to think of all the benefits that you actually have been getting from smoking. So you mentioned it helps you feel a little more, you feel smarter, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you feel smarter, you're enjoying food more, you're enjoying sex more, music more, maybe all those things together, right? Okay, so in a way that's a good thing, right? Mm-hmm. So it's been helping you to feel good and to feel better, right? Mm-hmm. So that's a good thing, and today we just want to teach that part of you a better way to accomplish those things. You got it?
I got it.
So you can put that hand down. And now in the right hand, put your right hand out and look at your hand here. And as you're doing that, I want you to think of all the benefits that you're going to get after you completely quit smoking. And you could even imagine 6 months from now, you haven't smoked at all in that time.
My body looks amazing.
Right, your body, how would that be, you were concerned about the cellulite, right? That cellulite that you had over here, right? But now imagine your legs look good, your butt looks good, your stomach is slimmer and firmer, you're eating less, you're in better shape. What else will improve?
Energy rich in the mornings.
Okay.
My thoughts, I don't have the blackouts when I try to talk.
So you actually think more clearly and you remember what you're doing.
Yes.
That's smart. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. As you're staring at your hand, I want you to really, really, really feel all of those benefits. Really feel it. And just keep your eyes open. Just look at your hand there. I want you to really imagine that right now, it's been 6 months since you smoked that last time, right? And think of all the benefits. Great energy in the morning. I want you to put a big smile on your face because you already know you've succeeded. A huge smile. Really feel this total success where you've let go of all the disadvantages and you realize there's no need for it. You feel great. You feel smarter. You're thinking more clearly. You're remembering what's going on. You have plenty of energy in the morning. You look better. You feel great physically, right?
I'm wearing a white bikini at the beach.
And guess what? You can even get a hotter guy because you don't have that cellulite and that fat around your stomach anymore, so the sex is going to be even better, right? Good. Notice that. Notice all these amazing feelings right here. Put a big smile on your face because you've already succeeded, right? That's what this part wants for you, and that's why you're going to be successful with this, okay? So put that hand down. Now I'd like you to stand right about here and put your hands out to the side with your palms turned inward like this.
Okay.
Good. And I would like you to stare straight back there. See that red thing all the way back there? Just keep your eyes focused on that. Maybe a little lower, maybe like straight ahead, but just stare straight ahead. As you're doing that, I want you to imagine that both parts of this debate can accept the other part as important. For instance, the part of you that used to want to smoke knows that the other part of you is just trying to help you look better and feel better and have more energy and all those things, right? Those are those wonderful things about getting more energy and looking better and thinking more clearly and all of that. And the part of you that decides today to quit smoking completely knows the other part was really just trying to help you sort of spice things up, enhance things a little bit, trying to help you feel good in the moment, right? Even at the long-term expense. So both parts are really trying to help you. Both parts are actually your friend. You realize that, right? Mm-hmm. So now imagine being able to blend the positive intentions of both sides of this debate so that you get to keep all the benefits you used to get from smoking while being a wonderful, healthy, beautiful non-smoker with tons of energy, looking great and feeling great. Thinking great too, right? So now, as you imagine those two parts coming together and forming a new part of you, notice how the hands want to pull together now. So now, just notice that feeling. And now, allow your hands to come together only as fast as you can make a single-minded decision to quit smoking completely. Not for me, but for you. And realize that you can, when you do this, you'll find that those hands are beginning to pull together only as fast as you are ready to make this change or allow it to happen now. And you notice as you're staring straight ahead, you can almost feel like a magnet on each hand pulling each hand towards the other, almost like they're being pulled towards the middle as you're beginning to agree with yourself to quit smoking completely, Claudia. And you know that that part of you that used to want to smoke was only doing it to help you. It was your friend, like a misguided friend giving you bad advice coming from a good place. So now imagine what it would be like from this point forward to let that part work with the other part of you to know that you can enjoy food and music and sex and think more brilliantly because you're a non-smoker. That's how you were born to be. It's how you're meant to be now. And you can begin to experience that from this point forward, and you'll know that there is no person, thought, idea, memory, image, feeling, or sensation from the past, in the present, or ever to arrive in the future that could stop you from being a successful, healthy, beautiful non-smoker with all sorts of amazing things. So as you're noticing that small space between those hands getting smaller and smaller and smaller, as though you're ready to agree with yourself finally, single-mindedly, completely congruent, totally ready to live a better, healthier life, mind, body, spirit, at every level of your body and mind, ready to quit smoking completely, and notice immediately and imagine what would it be like from this day forward to actually have an amazing sense of total confidence in yourself. And maybe wonder if some of those problems you had in various parts of your life were because you were relying on smoking as a crutch. And when you let that crutch go, you can feel so much more powerful within you. And you're noticing that small bit of space, that little bit of space. It's like there's a tiny little bit of indecision that's left until eventually those hands getting closer and closer and closer and closer together. The magnets getting stronger and stronger and stronger until eventually they do touch and those hands come together in the palms, wanting to come together now until you realize that indecision is going away and you begin to notice and maybe even marvel at the power when those hands touch now. Feel that strength, letting the hands get stronger and stronger, closer and tighter together, even tighter. The hands becoming glued, stuck tightly together. Notice that amazing feeling and noticing that you are now in a total state of congruence, total state of single-mindedness. You are ready, and before you allow those hands to come down, Claudia, I want you to imagine what it would be like today, tomorrow, next week, next month, to be a completely healthy, beautiful, intelligent, energetic non-smoker, enjoying music, enjoying sex, enjoying food, and being brilliant because you already are. You have all that ability within you, doing all of that smoke-free. Imagine what that's like. Feel it, and very, 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 very slowly allow those hands to come down as you imagine how you'll be able to easily and naturally live your life completely free of any form of toxic substance, especially smoking. And just notice that. You'll find that as you allow your hands to come down, you're at rest.
Yeah. Nice.
All right.
I was not causing that.
No, I know.
It was happening in an energetic way. and like my I felt anxiety, and then I relaxed, and then I felt joy, and then I felt empowered. I woke up this morning saying, "I'm not smoking tonight. I'm not smoking tonight." And an hour before I stood here, I was like, "It doesn't mean."
How do you feel about smoking right now?
I feel like I don't want to smoke,
Cool.
and I'm
You
like,
are here.